Hey everyone, it's Monica and welcome back to my channel. Well, it's been a minute since I've done a video, but I just got in the full release of Tim Holtz Idea-ology set, and I wanted to go ahead and share with you everything that I got and then talk to you a little bit about what I'm going to be doing over the next several weeks. So, as I said, I got the full release, and this is actually the first time that I've done that. I don't typically do that. But there were a lot of really great items to create with, and I wanted to talk to you each week when I start going in detail with some of the stuff about ideas on how to use it, but not only that, but how to replenish your stash. I know we all love Tim Holtz items, but there's a lot of ways that you can actually recreate some of these items without having to go out and purchase a whole new set. And hopefully this will encourage you to use your items and not hoard it. I know a lot of us tend to hoard our ideology or our paper, anything that we think we're going to have to replace. We tend to hoard it a little bit. But I wanted to give you guys some ideas on how to create your own ephemera, or your own file books or your own file folders as you move through your stash. So let me go ahead and clear off my desk and we can go ahead and look at what I have in detail. All right, so the first thing I wanted to kind of go through were some of the metal elements. Now, of course, metal elements are pretty impossible to recreate unless you're going to do it with paper. But there's nothing better than a really nice metal element to go on your projects. Now, I got all of them. I got the tags. I've got the sweetheart adornments, which typically is not my style, but I also got the matching hearts. So we're going to do something with these. And then I've got the screw heads, which are in really tiny small, and a little bit bigger than small. I got the figure stands, which I've never got before, but I thought they were really, would be cute for a little project. And then the optic frames. Now, the reason I got these, I know a lot of people, unless you're building some sort of an ideology plaque or something to that effect, a lot of people don't get those, but let me tell you why I got them. A while ago, I invested in some of these etc. tags, so I'm going to finally be using these. So this will be one of the videos in the future, but that was the main reason why I got the metal tags, because I knew I had all of these chipboards that I could create with. All right, so the other thing that I got that would be a little difficult to recreate are these vials. So let me go ahead and open this up. And show you, this is the display domes. I call them vials, but they're domes. And these will be really great to be able to use some of your ideology products as well. You can fill them up with little game pieces. There's a lot of things you can do with these. So we're going to be playing with these as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the folio folders. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't purchase these because I can recreate these. But let's be honest, Tim Holtz Idea-ology is all about convenience. A lot of the items that he sells, we could probably reproduce in our craft room. But sometimes the price point just, it doesn't make sense to put so much time into recreating some of the ideology that you can just buy. And one of the things that I think falls into that category is this sticker book. Now, I have tons of vintage stamps. You can cut out vintage stamps from ephemera. There's a lot of ways you can find your vintage stamps. But what I love about this particular sticker book is it is color coordinated. So you can make it work with some of his color coordinated paper cardstock. So this is a really, really great value. Even though I can create my own postmark stamps, I thought this was a great value because you get so many stamps in here. Now the other thing here, which are the booklet folios, again, I typically create my own, but I wanted to go ahead and start out with his so I can show you how to recreate these if you just don't have the bank account to go out and buy some of this stuff. I mean, some of it is great, I'm not going to lie. It's nice to be able to just open up a package and start crafting, but I get it. Not all of us can go out and buy every single thing of Tim Holtz. So that'll be another video that I'll share with you on how to create some of these structures to start some of your junk journals. All right, the other thing that I wanted to share with you, it's not really a structure, but they're file cards. And these can be made with some of the dies that he has, or just using some manila folders. So again, this will be one of the videos that I share with you along with those other manila folders on creating some of your own and replenishing your stash. What I probably will do is if I get to the point where I only have one item left, then that's when I'll probably start replenishing. I won't necessarily sit down and create a whole bunch more, but when I start getting down to one or two of the items here, that's when I will start recreating to replenish my stash. All right, so now let's get into the fun stuff here. These are my favorite. I picked up some of the photo booth characters, and then I also got some more of the paper dolls. Now again, you can find a lot of this in my shop. I've got some digital kits that create little paper dolls or little photo mat booth images. I've got several videos, but what I like about these is the structure of them. They are the heavier cardstock, so if you have a printer where you can print on heavy cardstock, then you can certainly recreate this, and we'll be going through that. But again, I think the value for the amount that you get and the cost of these, it really is a great investment because you get so many. I mean, look at all these characters that you get. So for just, a few dollars, you can have a stash that will last you a really long time. I also picked up some of the tissue paper, and I know many of us have the tissue paper that came in the rolls. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking some of those rolls and probably cutting them down to sizes I can replenish this with. So we'll be going through that as well as I start running out of this. Now as far as ephemera, we've got these collage strips, we've got collage layer frames, and we've also got collage paper strips. So this probably will be a separate video where we will create our own, because there's a lot of ways for you to create your little snippets and frames and strips with just paper that you might have, or even digital paper. There's a lot of ways to recreate this, and certainly as I start working through my stash, I will want to replenish these with some of my own creations. And then finally, I wanted to share with you these photo studio cabinet cards. Now, I've created my own cabinet cards in the past, but again, Tim was really, really generous with what he gave us this time around. And I just got so many different options with this pack that I couldn't pass it up. And what I really like about this is you can choose to have a cabinet card with a backing or without. So you can kind of create your own cabinet cards here. If you are going to glue this down with a photo in the middle, you may not want to waste the back. And I really like that. And then if you wanted to create your own frame, you could add paper to this as well. So we'll be going into more details using these cabinet card photo frames. And then finally, which I think is fantastic, are these vintage tape pieces. Now there's several ideas out there on how to create your own tape pieces, but I really like the convenience of these. But I'm going to be showing you how to create your own tape pieces. These are tape pieces that I've created on my own. So if you just don't want to necessarily invest in these, or if you feel like you don't want to use them because there's not enough and you don't want to waste them, I'm going to share with you how you can create your own little vintage tape pieces as well. And that'll be a separate video. All right, so there's lots and lots to look forward to. I hope that you've enjoyed just my quick share on what I picked up for the Idea-ology project. And be watching in the next several weeks for projects that you can create, as well as how you can create your own ephemera to go along and replenish your stash. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention to you as well is I do have some stamps that I'm going to be adding to my shop, and let me go ahead and share those with you. And these are these mini stamps that I used to create my tags a few weeks ago. So as I indicated, I wasn't sure if I was going to add these to the shop, but I did go ahead and order a few. I do have more on back order, but I am going to go ahead and add these to the shop. And this will be a video I'll be doing next. These are the vintage accounts receivable ledger cards, and we're going to be playing with these mini stamps as well, along with some of the new Idea-ology from Tim Holtz. And that will be not this coming Sunday, but the next Sunday. This coming Sunday we will do a live, but I'm going to share the monthly cards that I've received. So we'll be doing a walkthrough of the cards, and then the following week we're going to go ahead and create some of these tags, which will give you guys plenty of time to get the stamps if you choose to. All right, I'm really excited for the next several weeks. We're going to have lots of playtime, lots of ideas, and hopefully lots of inspiration. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you're notified on future videos, and we'll see you back at the channel ready to create. Bye.